Good morning, Cog Squad. It is absolute beautiful day today. Yeah. All right, fellas and ladies. I'm trying to do an intro. I'm trying to do the intro. We got listen, I gotta get the intro done so I can get the video going. Listen, I'm trying to get the intro. Okay. Good morning, Cog Squad. Listen, I gotta get the intro done. Y'all go play ball. Yeah, go play ball. Go play. Yeah, we got. All right, now. All right, we're good now. Good morning, Cog Squad. What a glorious, beautiful day today here on the farm. Jiminy Crickets, is it not beautiful? Now, the last time I said there wasn't a cloud in the sky, it was beautiful. By lunchtime, I was eating those words. Well, hopefully I will not be eating those words today. But look at the grass, isn't it gorgeous? I'm still stoked about the grass. Looks absolutely wonderful. Of course, we do got some dirt up there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some old hay put out here, throw out some seed. It's just a little too early to throw out any type of seed. You know, it's kind of in between. A little too early to plant any Bahia or Bermuda or whatever type of spring, summer, you know, your typical grass here in the South. And it's a little too late to plant rye, you know. So we're kind of in between here. So I think we're just gonna kind of let this be, get us some old hay, see if we can get this field on out. Be beautiful. Now, some of y'all asked though, why don't we try Kentucky bluegrass and some fescue, and those type of grasses don't grow here in our area. The main grasses that grow well here is your three main ones, and that is Bermuda, zoysia, and centipede. That's it. St. Augustine at one time was fairly popular here. It's real popular in the South because, I mean, in the Florida area, because I think St. Augustine handles the salts, really heavy saltiness, a lot better. But St. Augustine is, you don't ever see it anymore, hardly ever. My first house I sodded it in patches with St. Augustine. You just don't see St. Augustine anymore unless you're down there at the beach. But it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Hope I don't eat those words. Some have been asking about the men in black, but you can see this little bully right here, the mouth of the South's husband, and not you. You could be mouth of the South, but there's the men in black. There's the men in black right there. They're here. Did y'all hear that? That's the sound that the male Egyptian goose makes. That. I don't know how that swoons the ladies, but that's what he does. Y'all, even not Mo, he's not, boy, he could be blooming. This old Bradford pear tree here in the goat pen, it's blooming. And a beautiful bird up there. Not quite for sure what that is. A little too far away from me. The way he's sitting there, it looks like a daggone. I'm guessing a shrike. The shrikes like to stay out here. Let me see if I can identify it. If you don't have this Merlin out, it's called Merlin, it's free. Let's see. House sparrow. I was wrong on that. All right, so that's a house sparrow. Merlin is the name of the app. It's completely free. Don't cost anything. No pop-up ads, anything. It's by the Cornell University and the Audubon Society. It identifies birds by call, song, whatever you want to call it. And you can even take a picture of it and upload on that. It'll try to identify it for you. You know what we gonna do? We gonna let them boys out today. Yes, sir. We gonna have Talladega 500 here. Maybe we ought to call it the, oh, I don't need any kisses, man. Listen, we're good. Listen, we're good. We're good. Thank you. The Cog Hill 500 today. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I've got to tell y'all about the tractor. Yeah, I got to tell y'all about the tractor. Now, we'll get into it when we get over there. But That tractor's got more personalities than Sybil, I can tell you that. Da, 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 da. What a beautiful day. Now, if the weatherman ain't lying, guys, we talking about 70 degrees today. We're getting close to Shorty's short shirt, not pants, weather. Shorty shirt, Shorty short shirt. I got it that time. All right, I'm gonna come over here. This is, my car usually handles this, but geez, Manelli, I thought I came over here to show everybody Thomas, and instead, this is what I get. The mouth of the South. How y'all stand it? Got y'all some corn out here and, oh, me. I know why your fella stays in that other pasture. That's all I can say. Yeah, I was gonna show y'all Night Scott and his crew, and I still will. There they are. There's Night Scott. All right. All right, we're done. No more mouth of the, what? South. Oh, man. Yeah. Sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry, buddy. Where'd Loki go? There's Sylvie 1, Sylvie 2. I just saw Loki. Where'd he go? Hey, buddy, can you do something with her? I mean, come on. I'm right here. Let's show y'all the Victorians. Y'all ain't seen them in a while either. There they are. I know y'all are enjoying this weather. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me knock out the chores, and boy, oh boy, do I have some updated information on Big Joe right here. I guess I could have fed you outside. I'm sorry. It's okay. All right, y'all. Still no babies. Still no babies. So, Tater baby watch. Right, Uncle Moody? Yeah. Still continues. All right, so I gotta get these boys here and take them to the pen outside because I gotta clean their mat off this morning. Now, let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Pokey, it is not time for your lunch. Hey, it's not. I know you're over here trying to tell me it is, but I can tell you it's not time for it. Well, this ain't what I thought was gonna happen. I just figured y'all would get skint back, you know? Yeah. I figured y'all open it up wide open. That's what I figured. That's not the case, is it? Might be fixing to get a little something here, though. There we go. There was some running. Yeah, there was some running. Y'all got this whole pasture now. Go on, open it up. Let's talk my cursed and possessed tractor here, Big Joe. Y'all know I've been working on this thing for a while. If you've been following us, I've done just about everything I could think I could do with Big Joe. And you know what? I thought I was on the right track. Pretty much though, it's been a crazy roller coaster ride the last few weeks with Big Joe right here. I'm to the point that I'm wondering if Big Joe is Big Joe cursed, or should I just go ahead and hire a priest to come over here and sprinkle some holy water on Big Joe? Maybe we could put holy water in the cooling system and have an exorcism over here with my 8-inch tractor over here. Hey Peach, I just want to tell you, if you see a invoice come through from the Vatican, or I just want you to know that I probably got a priest over here to, perform an exorcism on this tractor, okay? I know that's gonna look odd, but I'm just telling you what we're doing. It's kind of where I'm at. So recap, kind of what's going on, Big Joe. It's we've been doing a little country line dancing. We take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 1 step forward, 5 steps back. It's kind of what it's been like. We just been kind of shaking and moving around here. Big Joe replaced the fuel tank, thought it was rusted. Check. Still didn't crank. Converted it from 6 volt to 12 volt. Probably one of the best things I've done so far. Check. Tried to crank, and actually did crank, but ran like, ugh. Found out that the distributor cap and rotor button, or the distributor cap was popping off about 1/8 of an inch, and yeah, it was causing all kind of trouble there. Ended up being a weak spring, snap ring inside the distributor cap. Got that repaired, done. I got it where it would try to crank, realized I had low fuel, cleaned out all the fuel lines in the fuel bowl, had a lot of varnish in the fuel bowl, had a big chunk of rust in there from the previous tank. Took all that out. Got all that cleaned out, put it all back together, and she started. And guess what? Big Joe fired up. But he'd only run if I got the choke halfway pulled out. Let go of the choke, it cuts off. I thought, gosh, can it be fuel? What's going on with this thing? Well, luckily, I have befriended a gentleman named Tony who has a tractor channel. Now, if tractors and equipment and that kind of thing is your groove, that's your jive, go check out Tony's Tractor Adventure on YouTube. Great, great, great content if you like that sort of thing. But me and him have become friends, and guess what? He cut his teeth on Ford 8-inch tractors. When he was a younger fella, he used to work on these tractors growing up and worked for a fella that was a mechanic or had a shop that dealt only with Ford 8-ins. So he told me, Jason, if you ever have any trouble, call me and I'll help you out. Well, I pulled out my get out of jail card and called Mr. Tony, and he said, Jason, it sounds like a vacuum leak to me. And, I'm still a rookie, even though I feel way more confident working on Big Joe. I thought, well, there's no vacuum lines or anything. I mean, these carburetors are so simple. So anyways, I took Mr. Tony's advice, grabbed me a can of carburetor cleaner, and started spraying around while it's running. And if I heard it rev up, then, there's my vacuum leak. Really couldn't find it. It would try to rev up on me, I couldn't find it, and I kept looking, and just so happened, and it was luck, that I found this vacuum leak. And let me show y'all. And this is the craziest thing that I have no explanation for, other than we need a priest or something, I'm to the point that if I see Christine pull up in my driveway and Big Joe and Christine go off into the sunset and go out on a hot date, it would not surprise me. That's just kind of where we are. So found the vacuum leak, and this is what's crazy. Here's the top of my carburetor right here. Now this is a carburetor that Mr. Gary, the mechanic that worked on this for me and got it going, put on there. It was a brand new carburetor that he had in stock, and it's not the cheap Chinese version, which looks like this. It's junk. This weighs like 1/10 of a pound. This probably weighs 1.5 pounds. It's just junk. And I do have the original. It probably weighs 2 pounds that I do plan on putting back together. Isn't that awesome? I'm going to put this back on the tractor after I get it running. So here's the vacuum leak. If you look closely right there, see if you can see my finger. See my finger? See that hole right there? Yeah. That hole's not supposed to be there. There's no threads in this. This tractor ran well until it got hot with this carburetor on it. Mr. Gary would have saw that hole right there when he put that on there. The original doesn't have that hole. You can see it's completely solid right there. This cheap knockoff one from China, completely solid right there. There's no threads for a plug or anything to go in that hole. Have no idea what happened here. Zero clue. Completely bunfuzzled about this. No worries, I got plenty of parts for this tractor for the most part. I got a box of old parts Granddaddy gave me. I took the top off a good carburetor that he had, not this cheap Chinese stuff, and put it on there. Well, I had it off. I went ahead and cleaned all the jets, cleaned the carburetor back out, got everything, not points, needle and seat, all that looked good. Everything's great. Put it together. Y'all, Big Joe purred like a kitten. Let me take that back. Big Joe purred like a lion. Right here. Was running great. It was super cold that day. It was one of them days when all that Arctic plunge stuff was happening, and it was like, minus 42 outside here in Alabama, which we're not used to. And I was like, well, I'm not driving this tractor out there right now, but it is running. It's fixed. Fixed. Done. Next day I came out here to crank it up because I wanted to keep it, flowing right. I want to keep the battery charged up, all that kind of good stuff. Big Joe would not crank. So you start thinking, what does these things need, or any combustible gas engine need to run? 3 things: air, we had air; gas, I checked, we had gas, we had fuel; and fire or spark. Got my spark tester out, 0 spark, nothing, no fire. Spark tester right here. This thing should light up, and it has been. It's been lighting up great. But watch this. Ignition's on, watch. So either A, the coil's bad, or points of condenser are bad. That's the only thing I can think of, right? Took the coil off because these parts do come from China. They're not guaranteed. It is hit or miss when it comes to this stuff. It is hit or miss. Tested it with my own meter, and per parameters that I found on the internet, it's supposed to be good, but it was right at the bottom. It had, I think it was like 2.5 to 3, something like that, but I was at the bottom. Check, I got power going to the coil. It's not that. So all I can figure is that the points of condenser are bad, or the coil's bad and I'm not reading it right. So that's just kind of where we're at now. I went ahead and ordered a new 12-volt coil, and I ordered 2 sets of points and condenser because I don't want to be down when I want to use this thing. I just don't. Points and condensers are cheap, okay? So as soon as that gets here, I'm going to put the points and condenser in and see if that may have fixed it. If not, then we'll put the coil on there and see what goes on. But that is the update on Big Joe right here. And I'm going to fix it. You mark my word, I'm fixing it. Actually, I had it fixed, for 24 hours. I don't know what happened after that, but we had it fixed for 24 hours. Speaking of getting fixed, Y'all know what that is? This right here, my friends, is, let's just go over here and take a look. This is the motor for the Volkswagen bus. It is here. Got it all put back together. It's ready to roll. As a matter of fact, we were going to start it outside the van to see if we had any leaks, but the starter would not bolt up correctly on the really mock-up transmission we had that we're going to put on the back of this just to get it to crank. 1/4 of an inch from going in correctly, so couldn't do that. But hopefully we are scheduled this weekend coming up to try to put this thing in and get it going. In the meantime, I'm going to put the seats back in. I'm going to have this thing ready because if it runs, we're going to drive it. We're going to drive it. Absolutely going to drive this baby right here. So stay tuned for the bus. Heck, if all my parts come in from the tractor, we may have the van running, the bus, and Big Joe. So stay tuned for that. Wouldn't that be something? But in the meantime, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. It was a fun day for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that y'all will cheer us on as we get these 2 pieces of equipment here, right, Holly, running, and very soon, fingers crossed. Hope you have the best day ever today. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. And as always, y'all be good.